Hello boys and girls, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video of me covering The Last of Us. Now, as I said, we're only a week away now, a couple of days away from the release of the show, and it was revealed earlier, or not long ago, that the concept of spores will be removed from the show. Obviously, spores play a massive part in the games, but in the shows, they will not feature at all. But it's okay, because they have been replaced by something called Tendrils. Now, I've done some more research into this. I've looked into an article from Naughty Dog Central, and they posted an article. When did they post this? They posted an article. I can't find it. 8 hours ago. Sorry, this is from Lumen. And concept art reveals how tendrils may work in HBO's The Last of Us. Now, a Reddit user by the name of I Miss Breaking Bad pointed out some interesting bits of concept art that actually showed that the tendrils weren't just an addition or an idea that came from the movie, no, not the movie, the show. It was actually originally supposed to be part of the games as well. And the concept art is actually really interesting. It kind of shows this weird-looking homunculi almost creature. Hang on, heat-sensitive fruiting bodies looking for hosts to inseminate. Walks on two legs, pulling the body forward. Tendrils slither along the ground looking for hosts. Head is wrapped in tendrils. Is severed and dragged by spine. So it's clearly a disgusting addition to the show. And there's some more concept art here. It looks like almost looks like it's some sort of snake hanging down from the ceiling, and it entraps its victim. Almost creates like a cocoon around them, and then it transforms into almost some sort of plant, kind of. Well, I guess it is a plant. It's a fungi kind of thing, and then that creates more tendrils, which then obviously take on more hosts, and that's how the infection spreads, and that's how it creates more of a kind of a hive, a hive of cordyceps. I actually think this is going to be. I was relatively skeptical. Obviously, in my most viewed video now, it has surpassed 5,000 views. Holy shit! I did point out how I was skeptical about the change, but I really do think that this has promise. I really do think this has promise. It's a really creepy looking thing, and you can just imagine them going through dark areas and just. You never know, like if a cordyceps tendril might drop on them and infect them at any point. And I saw a tweet from Naughty Dog Central. They went over it. They posted some audio. It looks like from the game. This was posted by Anne Marie B on Twitter or on SoundCloud. This was posted by the user. If it wants to load Anne1Marie, and it's an assortment of audio from the first game. Obviously, you know, when the voice actors, they go in the scripts, they go over lines, and this is one of them where they actually mention the tendrils, and they actually say out loud that they have enough power to break your arm.
Tendrils.
What are those things? The fungus. It grows these tendrils. The smallest touch and they snap back like a whip. It can break your arm. Oh, awesome.
So they seem like quite formidable parts of the game. You know, the smallest weapon, they have the strength to break your arm. That's certainly not something you want to tangle with, and I think that it can really add something to the game if they want to the show. Sorry, if they really want to use it in a cinematic way. You can imagine obviously the spores in the air, but you can also imagine just the sound of the tendrils moving about. I don't know what kind of sound they have, but you can imagine it's almost like tarantulas crawling across the floor, like. And you can hear it kind of getting louder and louder and louder. Or maybe they could emit some sort of like high-pitched sound or something when... Oh, that could be an idea. They kind of like emit kind of like a little high-pitched sound. But then when someone kind of comes into their area, they all go silent. That could be quite an interesting concept. That could be really interesting. I'd love to see that in the show. I don't know if they'd make a sound. I mean, it's a bloody fungus. But yeah, it's interesting that... this is the way they're going with, and I certainly think that they can pull it off. And then Naughty Dog Central also tweeted, so this must be a tendril mark. I don't know. It still looks like a bite to me. It shows the bite mark on Bella Ramsey, the prosthetic bite mark. Well, sorry to break it to you folks. This isn't real. The prosthetic bite mark on Bella Ramsey's arm for the show. And I can still see like kind of like an outline of where her mouth would be, but it does almost look like there's kind of veins coming off it. I don't know, maybe if that's the infection, or it could be, as I said, tendril, kind of a scar from a tendril. At that point, then they're really kind of incorporating tendrils and really making that the main way you get infected, because I don't know why they would remove her getting bitten. It still looks like a bite mark, but there are kind of veiny things coming off of it. Almost looks like a penis. Okay. So yeah, just wanted to give my quick thoughts on that. As I said, thank you so much everyone who's watched my previous couple of videos covering The Last of Us. My last video, I did mention that Neil Druckmann and I think also Craig Mazin, they come out and said that they are planning on, well, if the first season does go well, that the second game will take a couple of seasons at least to adapt and to really explore all the stories that they want to tell. Which I think is nothing but good news. I want to see as much of this show as I can, and if they really want to do that, who's losing here? Win-win. Win-win. But thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a lovely day. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I will be trying to upload as regularly as I can. I think I've found a good stride with this. I think I know what I'm doing now with Premiere Pro. And yeah, hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope your family's well, and I hope you are well, of course, well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.